Hey there, welcome to the Crux. I am Eben Burr, and I'm joined by Phillip Toews, the recent author of The Behavioral Portfolio, available to you March 25th. So, Phil, what's the main motivation for writing this book?
There's a lot that goes into helping advisors understand why they should build portfolios that are different than conventional portfolios. There's a lot that goes into helping advisors understand how you can change communications so that investors not only don't make the wrong decision, which they tend to, but potentially make counterintuitive decisions in the markets. And it's the perfect type of message that requires a long form like a book provides. So it's time to do it. It had to be a book.
Is there something about right now that makes this message more important than at other times?
Let me think about that. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's a crazy market. I think back about the internet bubble when we reached super high price to book. Recently, we were higher price to book on the S&P 500 than we were back in March of 2000. We've got record sovereign debt across developed nations. We have declining populations across almost every developed country. You know, risk is high on a lot of levels, and we're in unprecedented territory in many ways on a macro level than we've ever been. So it's a perfect time, in my opinion, to think about addressing contingencies in portfolios.
Okay. And historically, what has it taken for an advisor to cut a new path against, the existing norms of portfolio construction?
It's a bold choice to do something other than just what people are trained to do in their CFP training. But it requires, I think, first of all, understanding the whys, understanding the compelling story behind how bad portfolios can get during times like the Great Depression or during the bond bear market between 1945 and 1981. Once you have the facts, then it almost creates the inevitable path towards building something like a behavioral portfolio. And so, that is what's required. That's one of the reasons I wrote the book.
Okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but it is surprisingly readable for a book about portfolio construction and the balancing of behavioral and financial needs. And we've sent out several advanced editions to people. And, you and I have worked a lot with advisors over the years on trying to help them with their client relationships and portfolio construction. And it's hard to get people to adapt what they're doing, even if they fully believe that it's the right thing to do. And we've gotten people who have called us, who've read the book on, a flight that seems shorter than possible amount of time to read a book. Tell us about, some of those reactions.
Well, I got to say that I had a lot of anxiety after getting the book written as to how it's going to be received. I mean, how embarrassing would it be to spend 10 years of your life doing something? Okay, it wasn't the only thing I did, but 10 years of life doing something and it was just universally panned. But yeah, I'm encouraged so far. I had a call about a week ago with the first time I talked to someone who'd read the book, and he was an investment advisor. It was about a $1.8 billion RIA who, prior to reading the book, had been investing conventionally. And he started the call with, Felipe, I think I've got to change the way I build portfolios based on the book. So I'm encouraged. I mean, that plus other feedback that we've gotten suggests that it's not going to be universally panned. It was worth the effort.
I think so. You all can get it on March 25th, or give us a call. Maybe we can send you an advanced copy. Thanks a lot, Phil. Take care, everybody.